Hello, hi, it's Pip here from queenpipcards.com. Just dropping in today and showing you how I made this card, which I made with the Around the Corner stamp set. That's this one, which is from the new annual catalogue, the 2018-2019 annual catalogue. It's called Around the Corner. It has loads of sentiments that go around the corners of things, but it also has some of these geometric kind of shapes, which I quite liked. So I thought, aha, that would be a great stamp set to use with the new Stamparatus. So today I'm going to show you how I made this stamp set, how I made this card and made this design at the back using just this, whoops, oh, look, I'm moving everything, sorry, using this stamp set here, this stamped image here. So we need to get this image out. And then I use this one here for the accents. So for the centre images, I use that. And then I put copper around the back and did congratulations. So it also uses a new colour. So it's a plain Whisper White cardstock background base. That's an A5 cut in half this way. So it's a 10th fold, normal card. Then we need a Petal Pink, which is the new colour. So it's a new pink. It's kind of a bit more salmony pink than, say, Powder Pink or Blushing Bride. This is a little bit more salmony, I would say. So it's a very pretty petal pink. So that's the cardstock, and that's your normal base mat. So that is cut to 14.4 this way by 10 centimetres that way. And then you're going to need a Whisper White top mat that's going to go on top like that, and that's cut to 13.9 by 9.5, which is our normal sizing. So we'll pop that aside. Okay, so you're going to need your Stamparatus, and you're going to use it with the plate coming down like this. This is how I've done my design, so I apologise, you're going to get a bit of shine going on. And then I've cut down a piece of grid paper to 15 by 16, just because I found that sort of fits nicely. I'm just getting the magnet out. Now, if you follow me on Facebook, you'll know that I had a bit of a moment with my magnets when I had them both on both on this side of the Stamparatus, and they decided to fling themselves together, and so they had a little bit of an accident. So I'm waiting to get some new ones. So I've just covered my sharp edge with a bit of washi tape, which I probably should have done in the first place, but there you go. Just, you live and learn. So I'm going to put my magnet quite firmly in the centre, sort of centrepiece there of the card. I've put my Whisper White layer down here, and then I'm going to start my stamping with my stamp. I'm going to start it this time. Before I started it actually here, and then realised I'd actually need to go back and do the others. So I'm going to start it here, right in this top corner of my piece of cardstock. Pick that up with my plate, and then carefully, because it can sometimes lift even with a magnet. Now, I don't have the Petal Pink ink pad, so I have some of these uninked spots. You get them in a pack of 5, and I bought the Petal Pink refill, and so then I have been just put the refill ink on the uninked spot, and then I get a spot of Petal Pink, and then I've put a spot of Petal Pink on the top and another one at the bottom, and I've written Petal Pink on it, and that way I know that that lid fits with that ink and it's Petal Pink. So that's how I'm working it out. Okay, so you ink up your, oh, that's off camera, sorry. So I'm inking up my I'm just going to move it down a smidge, maybe you can see that now. Inking up my stamp, going to bring it over, ink there, lift, stamp there rather, and then inking it up again. And I'm going to do the hinge step. So picking it up, moving it along, taking it down, and doing it there. There we go. And this way you can get a nice design going all the way across. And actually I like the fact that with a small spot it's actually easier to ink up your Stamparatus, because you don't have a large, especially when there's it's a small design, you know, you don't need to worry quite so much. It's easier to do with an ink spot. So you're just going to carry on doing that, whoops, all the way along. Am I going to need to do another one? You can go in and you can check. Yes, I am. So then ink that one up there and come down here. Okay. Then I go back, take it back, peel this off. Wash, actually, don't peel it off yet. Use my chamois. Where's my chamois gone? I had it here a minute ago. No, I've left my chamois somewhere. I don't know what I've done with my chamois. I was going to show you my chamois. I will use my scrub. Hold on. So, use my scrub to just clean that off. I don't like using baby wipes, especially on photopolymer. There we go. So, but then that happens. Okay, so now it's clean. Now I'm going to place it back on here where I want it to be for the next. Actually, that's probably where I need it to be, but I might fill that bit in later. Sometimes it's easier to do the side pieces later. So pop that back in, stamp it, pick it up, there we go. Even if it leaves an edge, doesn't matter, because you're going to go exactly back where you started. Ink, stamp, lift. See how that's working? Step, hinge, step, back down. Isn't it clever? Because it's perfectly aligned, because it's exactly the same equidistance apart every single time, it just works. And then you get this fabulous mosaic pattern. Now obviously when you get down here you need to be careful you don't wibbly wobbly it, because it's got less on the hinge than when it's up here. It's more stable, it's got less hinges on it. So make sure you've got the ink, go back, there we go, and do that one. There you go. And guess what? You then bring it back up to the top, you clean it off, you take it off, and you do the other stuff. I'm not going to do all of that because we'd be here for hours. So I'm just going to leave that like that, take that aside, because then that's how you would do that for the rest of it. And that literally is how you make this card, because the rest of it is so very, very simple. You are going to take the other stamp set, so you'll see I've done that all the way across, and then what I did was I actually took it off, and if there was like a few bits that I felt like I hadn't quite got right, so I'd missed this one off here, I think, so I just did that one by hand just to top it up. So there's no reason why you have to do it all on the Stamparatus. You know, if you feel like it, you can just do it by hand, so don't be afraid to do that. Then you're going to stamp on a scrap piece of Whisper White. Might need a bit more of a piece of Whisper White than that. There we go. So then on another piece of Whisper White you're going to take some soft suede and your block, when you can get it out of the caddy. Right, so then you're going to take some soft suede, new ink pad, so this opens like this, closes like that, that's it, done. And you're just going to ink that and stamp 3 of those, which you're then going to die cut out with the Stitched Shapes framelit. So that pops on there like that. Cut those 3 out. This is the smallest Stitched Shapes framelit. This is the 3rd smallest layering square. Okay, so when you're in the squares, count up from the bottom. 1, 2, 3, smallest upwards. This is the 3rd one. That fits perfectly behind there. And then this, congratulations, is out of the new Itty Bitty greeting stamp set, number 2 of 2. So it's a 2-set stamp set basically, so you get 2 sets. 1 of 2 and 2 of 2, and the congratulations is in the second part here. And I just stamped that in Whisper White, punched it out with my, I stamped it in soft suede on Whisper White, punched it out with my classic label punch. So let's do that. So I'll put it away again now, no. No, I've picked up number 1 of 2. So yeah, let me show you how I've done that, because I just did the back of the, you might not have seen that before. So let me show you that. I just thought it's such a great background to try and create, and it takes a little time, but it's not excessively long. You know, you saw how much I'd done just while chatting to you, so it doesn't take that long. There we go, congratulations. Put that over there. Oh, I've done it upside down. Good news is, doesn't matter, because I'm going to punch it out, so that's okay. So take that down there, shut that. They're so much easier to open and close. So then I'm going to line this up, and the good thing is, so I hold it this way to line it up, and just to hold it there. Then I take it round with 2 hands. See, if you hold it with one, you offset the punch. So always come back with 2, so that you get a nice, you're not messing the springs up inside. Okay, so there's your congratulations. I probably could have made it a little bit more central, but never mind. Then you go back in with the same punch with some copper and punch a strip out. And then you just cut your piece of copper in half randomly, doesn't need to be perfect. And then what you do is you turn your congratulations over. You're going to put some glue on that end and some glue on that end. And just lay your copper over. And lay your copper over. Now, because I've used multi-purpose glue, oops, it doesn't matter that I know it's not perfect, because I can move it around. So then you just, actually that one's not bad, you just slide that in. Oh, I missed the end off that punch, never mind. Slide it in till it's where you want it to be. Just make sure that you're not getting any bits sticking out. There we go. And that's how you do that extra bit of bling on the end of that. And then right in the centre of that, there, you can see that's actually, it's actually a Blackberry Bliss, one of these, which are the faceted dots. You get them in mint macaron, grapefruit grove, Blackberry Bliss, and black, basic black. I've used all the middle ones, as you can see. You get them in different sizes, so I've used all of them apart from that. So you get this size, this tiny size, and this bigger size. So I just popped one of the tiny ones because it fit perfectly into the centre of that image. And there you go. So that's how I created that card. It really doesn't take very long. The longest part is obviously the Stamparatus work, but as you can see, it made it so easy to do repeated patterns. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. Come back and see some more soon. I will be back here again next week, and in the meantime, have a great time. And if you want any of the stuff that I've demonstrated today, just pop down, have a look on my links below, and all of the measurements for this are over on the blog today as well. Alrighty, thanks for watching. You take care. See you soon. Bye.